everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Online Study for You. Make sure to subscribe this channel if you haven't subscribed yet. This channel is definitely going to be very helpful for you. Also, do subscribe our new YouTube channel, that is Online Study for You Jobs. Both the channels are going to be helpful for you. Just a quick reminder that don't forget to install our Online Study for You app. The link for the app is given in the description itself, so you can check it from there, and make sure to install. On this app you will get various resources to prepare for your placement. So guys, as you must be knowing that Tech Mahindra is providing an opportunity to do the internship, right? So regarding this internship, in this video we are going to solve some coding questions, some programming MCQs that are going to be very helpful for you, right? So make sure to watch the complete video. Also, one more thing that I would like to discuss, that with respect to coding questions, if with reference to Tech Mahindra, so coding questions are going to be very easy. Okay, very easy, not just easy, they are going to be very easy. And programming MCQs, they are also going to be easy level only, right? Now you must be thinking that if they are easy, then anyone can crack the Tech Mahindra test, right? But cutoff is very high. Since the questions are easy, so cutoff is very high. Okay, cutoff will increase, right? So that's why you have to score around 90% marks. You have to score here, because cutoff is very high due to the level of question. They are very easy. With reference to coding question, if I would say, then just in 5 to 6 lines you can solve the question. This sort of question they are going to give, and if you are using Python, then just in 2 to 3 lines you can solve it. Okay, so they are going to be of this level only. So let's first see the coding questions, then we will discuss the programming MCQs also. Okay, so let's start with the video now. So here's the first question, that a GP is defined as a sequence of numbers where each element after the first is found by multiplying the previous one by a fixed non-zero number called the common ratio. So as if we all know about geometric progression, right? GP is what? Geometric progression. Okay, so here it is defined as a sequence of number where each element after the first is found by multiplying the previous one by a fixed non-zero number, which we call as common ratio. For example, this series given to us in GP, because you can see 1 we have, now we have multiplied 1 by 3, so we are getting 3. Now again we have multiplied this 3 to multiply this 3 with 3, so we are getting 9. Again we have multiplied this 9 by 3, so we are getting 27. 27 by 3, we are getting 81. So you can see we are multiplying here by 3 only. So what is the common ratio here? What is the common ratio? 3 is the common ratio for this geometric progression. Now what is given, that we have to determine the nth term of this series if the second term and third term of GP is given. Okay, second and third term is given to us, and we have to determine the nth term, right? Input they have mentioned is second term of GP in double. Okay, so they have mentioned that data type should be in double. Okay, third term of GP also in double, nth term in integer. Okay, nth term is the term that you want to define. Suppose you want to determine fifth term, seventh term, eighth term, or so. Okay, and output is going to be nth term of series that we want to determine. So this is the thing that they have given in the question itself. Now let's see that how we can determine the nth term. Let's use some mathematical concept first, and then we will see the practical implementation. So see, let's take the example of this particular series only. So here, suppose 3 and 9 is given to us, as they have given second term, third term is given. Okay, now can you determine common ratio by using this second term and third term? Yes, for sure. Just divide 9 by 3, and we are having 3. So what is 3? Common ratio for this particular sequence. Now by using this 3, can you determine the first term? Is it possible? So what we can do, we just divide the this second term, right? Divide the second term with the common ratio, and you are going to get 1. And 1 is what? First element of series, right? Now you must be knowing, you must be aware of a formula of GP. What is the formula of GP? What is the formula? The formula is A into R raised to n minus 1, where A is the first element of the series. This formula is for geometric progression, right? So A is what? First element of the series. R is the common ratio, right? N is what? N is the nth term that we have to determine. So nth term is also given as input, right? And minus 1, this is what we have to do. So A into R raised to n minus 1, this is the formula that we can directly use, and we can determine the nth term of the series. Okay, so you can see the question is pretty easy. Okay, so let's see the practical implementation of the same, right? So let's go. So first we will take double. So the type mentioned is double, right? So we have to take double S. S here is showing second element, and double T. T means third element, right? And int, and the n term that we have to determine is of integer type. Okay, now what we have to take? Input value. So C in S, T, N, right? So this is what given. Now I just told you that how you can determine the common ratio. So common ratio is also going to be of double type only. So double R, we have to do third element divided by the second one. So this is what our common ratio we have calculated. Next we have to determine the first term, right? Because in the formula first term is needed. So for the calculation of first term we have to do second element, that is S, divided by our common ratio that we have just calculated. Now simply we will use the formula. We will use the formula. Okay, so let me take this as result. Okay, so result equal to A into power R comma n minus 1, right? And just simply print this result value, and that's it. Okay, so let's run the code. So let second term be 3 and third term 9. Suppose we want to determine fourth term. So what we are getting? We are getting 27. Also you want to check. So first term for the given series that we just discussed was 1. Then we were having 3. Then 9. Then fourth was 27. So you can see we are getting the correct answer. Let's try for another input also, right? So suppose we have 2, 4 and we want to determine 12th term. So you can see we are getting 2048 as the output. Okay, so I hope that you understood the question. So guys, the question is going to be, the difficulty level is going to be this only. So that's why you have to make sure to clear the cutoff to make as maximum questions correct as possible, right? And coding part I am sure that you will be able to solve, because they are going to be very easy coding questions you are going to get. Okay, so let's see the next coding question, and then we will discuss the technical MCQs that are going to be asked in Tech Mahindra. So here's the next question. A company sent its message in encrypted form, then it is decrypted on another side. The encryption is done by replacing each letter with the letter at third position to the left. Like A is replaced with X, B with Y, D with A. You have been provided an encrypted ciphertext as input. Determine the corresponding original text. Text is always in lowercase and consists of alphabets only. Okay, so this thing that they have already mentioned, that you don't have to worry about case if the given character is in uppercase or is digit or so, because they have clearly mentioned that you don't have to worry, because input is always going to be in lowercase and consists of alphabets only. Okay, so basically what is happening, some encryption decryption is taking place. So for suppose an original string is given to you, and for decryption purpose what we are doing, we are replacing each letter with the letter set 3 positions to the left. Suppose we are having A. So for A, last is X, Y, Z. So if we will move in the left direction, okay, if we will see in the left, so we have to move, see, you can see we have to move letter at 3 positions to the left. So after moving 3 positions, we are going to get X as the output. So A is replaced with X, B is replaced with, so if we are having B, so it is going to be replaced with by D with A. So suppose we are having D. So if we will move in the left side, see, so third letter is going to be A only. So D is going to be replaced with A. So that is what we are having. For original string to encrypted string, that is what we have to do. But now here they are saying that encrypted string is given to you, right? Encrypted ciphertext is given to you as input. You have to decrypt it. So for decryption purpose, as if for encryption we were moving 3 positions to the left, right? Now for decryption or for the original string, we have to move in the right. 3 positions to the right we have to move, okay? So now as if you can see, input given is NRFZH, okay? So this is the input given to us. This is the encrypted string, encrypted text given to us. We have to determine the original text. So we have to basically add 3 to it. N plus 3 if you will do, what we are going to get, N plus 3 if you will do, we are going to get Q. R plus 3 we are going to get U. F plus 3 we are going to get I. Similarly C and K. Okay, so question is pretty easy, but one thing you have to take care of. See if you will do Z plus 3. So what is the ASCII value associated with Z? Okay, what is the ASCII value? 122. Small a it is 97 and small z it is 122. So this is going to give us 125, right? This is going to give us 125. Okay, but 125 is beyond the range of this small characters, right? Small case characters. So what we can do, we will simply subtract 26 to it. So what is going to be our output? If you will subtract 26 to it, we are going to get 9 and it is going to give us 9. Okay, so 99 we are going to get, right? 99 we are going to get, and 99 is the ASCII value of, so 97 is for A, 98 is for B, so 99 is for C. Okay, and this is what we are getting, Z plus C, we are getting C here. So the only thing that you have to check is that if on adding 3 to our character, we are crossing this range of Z, so just we have to simply subtract 26 from it. Okay, and then we can get the resultant output. So this thing we have to check. Otherwise, if this is not the case, so we have to keep on adding 3 to all the characters present in our encrypted text. Okay, and then we will receive the original text. Then we have to simply print it on the screen. So you can see the question is pretty easy. So let's see the implementation of the same, right? So let's take a string str 50. So this 50 is just showing that we can have a string of maximum 50 size. So it's not important that you have to keep 50 here. You can change the value accordingly. Okay, I have just taken because it is a static type. So you have to determine before the execution that what is the size of your particular string. Okay, now we have to take this as input from the user. Right, now we will simply run a loop for int I equal to 0, right? And when this loop is going to be terminated, you must be knowing that at the last string has a null character. So till the time we are not encountering this null character, we will keep running this loop. So we will have stri not equal to null and we will increment the value of I. So here what we are going to do, so str of I, we have to basically add 3 to each character of the string. So also after adding this, we will check if str of I greater than z. So if it is crossing the boundary, if it is moving beyond z character, so what we have to do, we have to simply subtract 26 from it, right? Now you must be wondering that here I am comparing, the comparison is between this z value and this character value. Okay, so this character we are comparing. Is it possible? Yes, because internally what is going to be compared? The ASCII value of this particular character and z is going to be compared. So you don't have to worry that why we are comparing character. Internally the ASCII value of this character and z is going to be compared. So if the ASCII value of this particular character is beyond the ASCII value of z, so then if part will be executed and we are going to subtract 26 from it. Okay, and just by coming out of this loop we can simply print str, right, and we are done. Okay, so let's run the loop. So let's run the code. So let's take the input. NRFZH. So you can see we are getting quick. Let's try for another input also. So if we are having this, so you can see we are getting this. Okay, so it is working fine. Okay, so these were the two coding questions that I included, and the level is going to be of this type only. Let's move further to see the technical MCQs that are going to be asked in the exam. So here the first question is this: which language is mostly used for system programming? So generally this techm test that you have to check your technical knowledge in the Tech Mahindra, it can contain some output based questions, some general computer based questions, some questions from HTML and so as well, right? Some subject related questions can also be there. So this question is, which language is mostly used for system programming? Now most of you must be knowing what is the correct answer. So it is C language. Generally C is used for doing the system programming for embedded application or so. Okay, which symbol shows decision node in a programming flowchart? So here you have to determine, you must have seen flowcharts, right, where we make a kind of logic that how the data is going to be flow and how the data is going to be moved. So here we have to determine that which symbol determine the decision node. So you must be knowing that we have symbols some kind of like this. It shows basically start or end of the flow chart, and something like this, it shows input output basically, and this is what diamond symbol we have. So what does it shows? Okay, it shows the decision node. Okay, suppose you must have drawn this kind of flow chart, right? So it shows the decision node. So what is going to be the correct answer? Diamond. So diamond shows decision node in a programming flowchart. Okay, next question is, which of the given tool is used to check if a remote computer is reachable over the network? So a kind of basic question that we have. So which command basically we use to check if a remote computer is reachable over the network? Ping command, right? Even you from the elimination also you can determine that none of these is going to be correct answer except the ping one. Okay. Next question is this: why we used to divide a long program into smaller functions or procedures? For good output? For sure not. This cannot be a correct answer. Some languages make it important. No, this is also not correct. To make program readable and efficient. Yes, this we can consider, right? Because if you are dividing your long program into smaller function, for sure readability is going to increase, and some kind of performance is also going to be improved. So option C is going to be the correct answer. Which software is needed to make a peripheral device work with a computer? Now you must be knowing that we have to install some software. Now you must be knowing that we have some software that is needed to make a peripheral device working on our computer, right? So what is the correct answer for this one? It is device driver, which we use to make a peripheral device work on a computer. Which SQL command is used to change the structure of a database table? So some commands are given here, and you have to determine that which SQL command is used to change the structure of the data table. So is it alter command? First of all, you have to tell me alter is DML command or DDL command, right? It is data manipulation command or data definition command? So basically alter is data definition language command, right? It is DDL command. Delete, update. So these are the options given. So for changing the structure of a database table, which command do we use? We use alter. Okay. Alter is used to change the structure of a database table. So it is going to be the correct answer. And what about update? So you have to tell me that update is DML command or DDL command. Make sure to comment. This is the question that you can comment. Okay, so you have to tell whether update is DML or DDL. Comment it down. Next question is, how many primary keys can we have in a relational database? So what is the purpose for having a primary key in the database? It is used to uniquely identify each and every record present in our database, right? You all must be knowing about this. But they are asking that how many primary keys are possible. Can we have 1, 2, 3, 4 or so? So always remember that only one primary key is possible in a relational database. Okay. Next question is, which of the following data type is used in C programming to store multiple variables with common space? Multiple variables of different types. Okay, with common space. Now stack cannot be the answer, and array have variables of same types only, so we cannot have different types. So the only remaining option is union. So basically union can store multiple variables of different types with common space. So all the variables share a common space, right? So this is going to be the correct answer for this particular question. So this kind of question was also asked in Tech Mahindra. So you can see that the level is so easy. So question is, given a string denoting a number, basically you have to determine the output after dividing the string from 11. So basically this 121 is given you in the form of a string. You have to accept this as a form of a string, and you have to tell that after dividing this by 11, what should be the output. So here basically you have to use modulo operation and nothing else. Okay, so first, as if this is a string, so you have to do the type conversion, right? You have to do the type conversion. You have to convert this to integer, and then just by doing 121 mod 11, whatever is the output, just you have to print this on the right. Just you have to print this only. Okay, so this is a kind of question that they are asking. So the label, you can see it is pretty easy, very easy. Okay, so I'm not going to solve this one because that's nothing to do with, not a very big question that you won't be able to solve, right? So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to share it with your friends who are having the exam in upcoming days. And if you haven't applied for the Tech Mahindra opportunity till now, make sure to apply. And do subscribe our channel. Do install online study for you app. Thank you. Bye bye.